Hello Year 4, this is your Thursday's maths lesson. So our TLP for today is the same as yesterday. It's can I use the grid method to multiply numbers? So we are going to go over the green, orange and red problems that were in the video from yesterday. So please make sure you've got your maths book ready with your work from yesterday. And if you have a purple polishing pen or a green pen, those would be great for marking in your books. If you don't have those, you can just use any pen, okay? And if this was difficult yesterday, don't worry, use the solutions that I show you today to help you understand it better. And then later on in the video, I'm going to talk you through your task for today, which is going to be to generate your own problems and solve them with the grid method. But we'll talk more about that later. You don't have to watch all of the solutions if you don't want to. You can just find the ones that you did. Okay? Good job, everyone.
Okay, so for our first green question, we had 2 times 3. So hopefully you've laid out your grid multiplication something like this with an array or something like this, and you've gotten the answer 6. For the next green problem, we have 3 times 5. So use your pens to mark what you've done, and hopefully you will have something that looks like this, and you will have reached the answer 15. And for our final green problem, we had 4 times 5. So hopefully, again, you've drawn out 4 lots of 5. Or you've drawn a grid like this and you've got your 4 and your 5 and you've reached the answer 20. Well done everyone if you've had a go at those ones. For our first orange question, we had 4 times 31. So if you've done this one, your grid should look like this. So your 31 should be partitioned into tens and ones, so we can separate it into 30 and 1, and then we have 4 times 30 is 120, and 4 times 1 is 4. And then you might have done this in your head, but if you used column addition, should look something like that. 120 add 4, and our answer is 124. Our next orange question was 6 times 54. This is getting tricky now, Year 4, so brilliant anyone who had a go at this. So your grid should look like something like this. So using your pens, tick it if you've got it right or correct it if you've just had a go and it's not quite there yet, but that's nothing to worry about at all. So we've got our 54 has been partitioned into 50 and 4. So 6 times 50 is 300 and 6 times 4 is 24. And then if you have used your column addition, you should have taken the 300 and the 24 and added them together to get our final answer of 324. So brilliant anyone who even had a go at that, because that's really tricky. So our next orange problem was 8 times 23. So our grid should have the 8 on the side and then 23 separated into 20 and 3. So 8 times 20 is 160 and 8 times 3 is 24. And then if you've used your column addition, hopefully it looks something like that. 160 add 24 equals 184 is your answer. So use your pens and find out if you didn't quite get it right. Don't worry about it. Try to see where it was or which part of the problem that you didn't quite get. Okay, so for the red problems from yesterday's video, we have 7 times 263. Now this is really tricky, so anyone who had a go at this, give yourselves a pat on the back. So 263 should be partitioned into 260 and 3, and then we have our 7 here. So first of all we do 7 times 200, and if you weren't sure you could have done 7 times 2 which equals 14, and then add our zeros, and then we have 7 times 60 which is 420. Again, you could have done 7 times 6 to get 42 first. And then we have 7 times 3 is 21. If you used your column addition to add them all together, so we take 1,400, add 420, add 21, and the answer was 1,841. So if you got that answer, well done to you. Then we have 9 times 472. So 472 partitioned into 400, 70 and 2. Then we do 9 times 400, which is 3,600. So you might have done 9 times 4 first. Then we had 9 times 70. 630, and then 9 times 2 is 18. If you used your column addition, you should have taken 1, 2, 3 numbers and added them together, and we had a little bit of exchanging here, so well done if you managed to do that. And our answer is 4,248. Brilliant work, everyone. And our final problem was 8 times 346. So with your pens, check if you got it correct. And if you didn't, don't worry. See where you've gone slightly off and why, because that's really important. So we've partitioned our number. So our first that we do is 8 times 300. So you might have done 8 times 3 to get 24, and then added your zeros to get 2,400. Then 8 times 40 is 320, and then 8 times 6 is 48. If you did column addition, hopefully it would look like that. So starting with your ones, then your tens, then your hundreds, then your thousands, and the answer was 2,768. So if you've had a go at that, that is absolutely brilliant. Well done you. Okay, Year 4, so your task for today is to generate some of your own number sentences and have a go at your own grid multiplication. So we're going to do one together to start. So if you want, pause the video, get your maths book ready and a pen or a pencil. Now I'm going to use a pack of cards to choose my numbers. You could roll dice to choose your numbers or just choose whatever numbers you want. So my first number is going to be, a 4. So I'm going to write 4 times, now what am I going to have to times my 4 by? 60. And my final number is 4. So 4 times 64. So where in my grid do I need to put my numbers? That's right, my 4 goes here. And we need to, what do we need to do to 64? That's right, we need to partition it. So 60 can go there, and our 4 goes there. Okay, so now we need to do 4 times 60. I don't know what 4 times 60 is, but I do know what 4 times 6 is. Can you think what 4 times 6 is? 24. Fantastic. And therefore, 4 times 60 is 240. Okay, we need to add in our 0. scaling up. Now we need to do 4 times 4. Who can think what's 4 times 4? Well done, 16. So now we need to add 240 to 16. So if you want to do that in your head, that's fine. I'm going to do column addition just to be absolutely sure. So I've got 240 add 16. So do we start with our hundreds, tens or ones? Ones, brilliant. So we've got 0 add 6 is 6. 4 add 1 in our tens column, 5. And 2 for 200. So our final answer for 4 times 64 is 256. So well done if you've done that as well. And you've got that same answer. Now I would like you to generate your own number sentences and have a go at doing some grid multiplication. You can do 1-digit times 2-digit numbers or some 1-digit times 3-digit numbers if you really want to challenge yourselves. But whatever you do, just have a go. Okay, this is really tricky stuff, so you're all doing brilliantly.